Good morning, everybody. Just thought I'd come on and say hello this morning. Hope you're all well. Just going to wait for Facebook to build audience. It's really breezy in Lincolnshire. It's Rachel Gibson, digital psychic, with a bit of a wind in the background. Hi everybody, good morning. Well, good day, depending on where you are. I'm in the UK. Hi Barbara, good morning. Hi Dawn. Hi Rosin. I got rid of last night's video because it just was terrible interference. Couldn't make anything from it. And yeah, as you can see, there's no interference now. So it was quite interesting. I didn't really know what was going on, but I put it down to maybe the thanks for liking my jumper. I put it down to maybe because I had a white background. It could have been the camera like hitting the back wall and then affecting the lighting. So when I go live tonight, I am going to go in a darker space because I think it was lighting, to be honest. Hi Barbara. The energies don't really affect me like that as such. I did sense them around me though, there was loads, but I don't put that down to it. I put it down to lighting. But hi Donna, I'm really well. Hope you are well too, sweetie. So if anybody's got any questions and answers, that'd be good. Hi Janet, good morning. Janet Wilson, I sense with you a dear lady. I'm also getting the name. I'm just gonna listen because I need to get it right. I'm getting Louise given to me, so it might have been somebody she knew. But she's really, really sweet. She loved the garden. She's liking the sounds of the birds, and I see her. She's got like a white glow around her, and I sense this lady would have had war connections, so she would have like been around people in the wartime. That's what I'm seeing around this lady. I'm getting old scenes. Someone said, what's the difference between a medium and a psychic? It depends, because so I'm both. Some psychics just do like cards and readings and see the future, and some mediums just talk to the spiritual realm, but what I get is both. So I can do all. I get audio and I can see imagery, and I can see the past and I can see the present and I can see the future, but it's dependent on what way you want to go forward, because you've got several paths. Some psychics claim they can just predict the future. I think, to be honest with you, you've got to like have the past present. You need to understand the past and the present in order to even know a future. And like the thing is, nobody really knows as such what the future brings, because there's so many different paths, and it's also dependent on Earth's vibrations and stuff like that. So it's quite a difficult question. That's why I provide guidance in the future, because it's more direct, because you've ultimately got a choice, and that choice is made like on this day. So I find it unbelievable that people say, right, that's going to happen in the future. The thing is, I have had things that have like events where I've thought something in the world's going to happen, and it's happened. But you know, you would then have to look at that and go, well, did you know that after the event, or did you know it before? You would have to literally write that down, which I didn't do. So, oh yes, Janet, I got Lily Ann. Funnily enough, she showed me a flower in the garden, so that would make sense, because Lily. So she's like trying to say flower, but I'm also sensing war connections. So I'm sensing wartime around this person, and old imagery pictures of war, and like a house that that had been sort of bombed. I'm seeing a bombed house and it's like got jagged bits. So it's quite interesting. Good morning, Michelle, sweetie. Look, I'm not looking, look, I'm not grey now. I was grey last night. I looked at myself, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting off. I'm getting off here. What is that? Good morning, Courtney. Justine, sweet, I'm sensing a young female around you. I sense this lady's in her 40s. I'm sensing Cancer as well around this lady. Yeah, Barbara, it is to do with wisdom. I have in spirit my granddad who's Native American, so I've got Native American in me, and a lot of the advice I give literally will be through him, and he's so clever. What I get is, like, when someone says, oh, like, I'm stuck and I'm worried about what direction, the sort of things that he comes out with is like, does the wind worry about what direction it needs to go in? It goes with its own energy, the force will take it, and things like that. It's like a lot of proverbs and wisdom. The advice I get is from the Native American. He comes through and he can answer like this, like people have come through and said, oh, I need to make a choice, and he can help guide by giving wisdom, a lot of wise advice, and I prefer it because it's not dishonest. I think it's very dishonest to say, oh yeah, everything's gonna be perfect. It cannot be perfect, because the world doesn't work like that. It's not perfect for anybody, by no means, and especially, you know, not for myself either. We're on a path. It's got to be difficult in order to learn lessons. But what I say as well to people, they go, oh, I'm feeling really, really depressed and stuff like that. I say, hug a tree. I say, I know it's a bit odd when I do it. You don't have to do it when people are looking, but who cares? I'll do it anyway. And because trees have healing properties. So believe it or not, trees actually have healing properties. So just by simply hugging a tree can actually revive your energy. I might go and hug one in a minute. Actually, I'll go and hug one now, shall I? Watch this. Why not? Yeah, so tree hugging is amazing. And because I need to rejuvenate my energy all the time, so I'm going to hug a tree. You can see me hugging a tree. This is what we've got to do, because they love us as well, trees. They've been around a long time. So here's a nice big tree. I'm going to give it a hug. And you can feel like it's full of energy, trees, because it would have old, new. It's gone through all weathers, so it would absorb all nature's energy. So that's why trees are amazingly good. So I thought I'd do that. That's funny, I'm a tree hugger. Anyway, I'm going to go sit back in my car because it's a bit cold and windy. There. I'm not out of breath either. I was out of breath last night. I'm a tree hugger. But yeah, trees are really good for us, believe it or not. Also, if you walk barefooted on grass. Oh, someone said here somebody's been having dreams about their dad. That is normally your dad coming through to you, and that's why we dream. I mean, I've studied psychology at degree level, and did the old dream, you know, when you do analysing dreams. Like, sometimes it is events and we can analyse them, look at those events and think, well, that's because I've been thinking about that. But sometimes we dream like imagery, information, colours, spirals, tunnels, light. Before I go to sleep, I get faces. When I draw, if I do ever draw, when I get the time, I draw about 50 faces on one page. It'll be faces, imagery, information coming to me. That is normally psychic, but we're all psychic. So yeah, you're all psychic. people have been asking me for readings. I'm getting booked up now. So you can go to my website if you want a reading. But people are also asking me to teach them. And I'm like, I can teach people to be psychic. But like, ultimately, it's, instead of wasting money to become psychic, you've just got to believe in your own intuition. Meditation, find out who your guides are. I noticed somebody earlier, I think it was Barbara, who asked about who your guides are. If you listen to a meditation on YouTube, close your eyes in a very quiet space and you'll see them. They'll come to you. Ask for them to come to you and you'll see them, because we all have them. Also, when you are practicing, I do advise getting some sage just to clear the energies, because sometimes we can attract all different energies. It's not a bad thing. And then what you learn to do is you learn to open your third eye. That's pure meditation, really focusing on imagery information, because we all have it. And then what I advise is, if you buy Doreen Virtue cards, the reason why I say Doreen's, because her cards are light. There's no bad energies in them. There's no bad future stuff or anything like that. It's mere guidance. Now those cards are amazing, but don't let anybody else touch them, because they have to have your own energy in them. So I would go and do that. Why don't you just practice yourself? I think the cards you can pick up on eBay, you know, for about under a £10. Oh, Rosin's just bought a pack of them, the angel ones. Yes. Yes. And then what happens is, it's like people think, well, you know, you actually hear the spirits talking to you. No, it doesn't work like that. How it works is, say if I'm talking to somebody and it's a spirit, they will talk through my third eye. So they give me information. That information cannot be incorrect. That information they give me will be imagery, but they also, I will know what to type because it just comes through. It's almost like telepathy. It's almost like telepathic. I can't hear them going, "Whoa," or anything like that. It's not creepy. If it was, I would be running out. I actually would. I hear whispers, and I hear like, oh, like that, like angel sounds. I've had that before, but that's not somebody talking inside your mind. There's a difference, because the imagery information and the information you get through is just knowledge. So it's like I'm a bit like a tree, I guess, that I absorb that energy, and we all are. And that's why it's really important to connect to nature, because that will make your psychic ability even stronger. Hi Wendy, yes, I'm feeling better. Is Mick helping me? Yes, sweet. I sense he is, but I do sense that you need counselling around that situation, honey. That's what I'm getting with you. Do I ever get scared of or hear a message that you can't repeat on live video? No, not ever. Not ever, ever. The reason being is I never, ever, ever get anything bad or anything scary. It's not like that with me. I've got protection. Like the other night, you know when a fireman come through and he like pulled my hair, and it was like a warning that there was going to be a fire. And I had someone come through, and they come over they astral traveled to me, a guy in America, and he said that there was 2 bad people behind me and he got rid of them. But the thing is, I don't sense that. So that's lovely that he did that, and I'm very grateful, but I don't understand why I don't sense it then. But so he was there protecting me, so like you get protection as well for what you do. And there was a lady there who said her zodiac sign was it Shannon, and you were saying that your zodiac sign Scorpion and you got Native American. Same here. I'm a Scorpion and I have Native American. So yeah, your sixth sense will be very strong. My rosary that I wore 24/7 broke recently. Does that mean anything? No, sweetie. And Donna thinks she needs a house blessing again by the priest. Gosh, really? But it didn't work last time. I'm going to shut this because I'm freezing. Because it didn't work last time, did it, Donna? Yeah, Nikki said the scary part of being so open. Yeah. The thing is, though, it's like, you know when you're going into a city centre and there's loads and loads and loads of people around you? That's how I describe it. So, like, you're in a city centre and there's lots of strangers around you. Do you hide from them? Do you walk away from them? Do you say hello to them? And stuff like that. And it's no different in the realm. So like when I'm working with lots of energies, I could have anyone coming through from all different situations, and some of them not so nice. No, some of them aren't. But these are people that I would see normally on the streets. So if you can imagine that I'm quite an open person anyway, so when I'm out about in normal life, I'm like hi, 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 and I will sit and I will try and help homeless people. I will sit and chat to anybody. I'm not judgmental. So if people have got issues with drugs or all different backgrounds, I'm very acceptable to people. So it's no different in the spiritual world. So when they come through to me, I'm not frightened of them. Then they're nowhere as near as scary as being, say, on the streets and somebody coming up and doing something really horrible to you, because that could happen. So when their energy comes through, it's like, oh, hi. Like, it's not bad. I don't sense it as bad. If it was, if I'm feeling uncomfortable with them, I still would wish them well, and I would still help them towards the light. Just like I would, say, if somebody was homeless and they had drug issues, I'd rather sit and talk and say, oh, don't you think you need to go and get some advice from a centre? That's what it's like with the realm. It's no different than normal life. So that's why I don't get scared. I'll be more scared of real life because someone could turn on you. Yeah, I guess they could as well if they wanted to. Spirits and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be scared of them. I'll be like, well, whatever. Let's get you back to the light. I haven't really had that happen to me. So, and I think that's because I'm quite strong. Like this gentleman said to me, oh, Rachel, you're really childlike. And I was like, and he said they might prey on your weakness. I said, I might be childlike. I said, but I'm really strong on the inside and I've had quite a hard life. I know everybody's had a hard life, but I've gone through so much trauma in my own life that I'm not frightened of things. So they might see me as weak, but I am quite strong. So like, I won't be pushed around. I'm like, hey, get away with ya. I'm quite streetwise. So I think also that's a good quality to have as well, if you're psychic, is to be able to shake them off. And Barbara, I think I'm going to hug a palm tree. Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, everybody get pics of them hugging trees and put them on our site. I call it our site because it's our community. I don't call it mine. So, oh, someone's getting an overwhelming smell of powder. That's normally like a grandmother or a lady spirit around you. They do that. I sense powder sometimes. It's quite nice. I'm just going to wait for some of your comments to come up. And then you get people going, oh, it's like, oh, it's dark, it's a cult. I don't see, right, a cult to me is when you're practicing something like dark. So like when you're speaking to dead people and stuff like that. I don't class the people I speak to as dead. So that's quite odd, isn't it? I see them as alive, like living memories, loving souls. Somebody said last night, oh, I've seen a shadow come across your front screen and it made them feel sick. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I sensed it a bit, but it's just somebody coming through who's had a bad experience. Yeah, Barbara said, be happy. Yeah, we've all got to just be happy no matter what. It can be really hard. Life can be hard, but what you've got to believe in is that there's faith and there's spirits and there's angels that can assist. Even in your roughest, darkest days, you need to pray and stuff like that and try and see the light. Michelle said, is my nan all granddad with me, Rachel? Yeah, honey, she is. And so is he. Oh, sorry, someone missed about what I said about your dad dreaming. You had a dream about your dad. Yeah, that would be, sweetheart, that would be dad in your dreams. They do come through in your dreams. It won't be like, it can be broken images, like you could be in one scene and then another scene. But because what happens is, you know, like our life seems like how many years? Like I'm 45, so my years are 45. To spirits, that would be like a second. So when I get images coming through from spirit, they literally show me a clip, and that's life. It's like that. It's just specific events. That's it. Your life is so tiny. It's tiny, 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 tiny. Earth plane is so small. As you go up the levels, it comes to eternity. But this earth is, you know, people struggling, worrying, everything. It's just such a short space. And Shannon says she gets deja vu experiences all the time. Yeah, they say deja vu is like REM, don't they? Repetitive eye movement. So they say in psychology it's something to do with seeing something, something to do with the part of the brain, seeing something quicker to the right eye to the left eye, and it goes to the back of the brain. But I ain't too sure about that theory. I argued it with my psychology teacher. I used to always argue with my psychology lecturer, because she said, oh, there's no such thing as the soul. I was like, yeah, but there is. Yes, there is. And she'd be like, no, it's not, because it's not proven. And I said, yeah, but because something's not in a book doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's just because we haven't got there yet. Scientists can't see the basics of matter. So if you think about energy, it's just matter. And that's what makes our universe up. So how can people not understand matter? It's as simple as that. So science is a bit behind. But recently, I did put an article on the website. Recently, they've proven that there is life after death. So all these years they've been saying that psychics are crazy and mad and everything for thinking this, but they've actually proven now that there is life after death. They did an experiment on several hundred people and they've proven it. And I thought, well, yeah, of course, because and they're saying the soul lives on. It's on my page. And I was like, yeah, of course it does. I feel like I'm always caught in between two. So like, I feel like I'm here, but my head's somewhere else. I get that feeling all the time. So, and that's why I think I'm able to communicate with them. I feel like part of me is not here, but I think, you know, that's essential to actually realise that's all of us have a higher self and a lower self. And that's the little bit in us. But do please read the Fairy Tale of Death. I've put that book on my page. I think you pick it up off eBay because it's amazing. It actually explains it in such a childlike way, and it's good for children as well. So if somebody's like got a child and they're bereaving, I love that book. It's just, it made me cry. I was just like, oh, so innocent way of describing us and souls and exactly where we go. I love that book. And like, I didn't read that book for knowledge. I read it after I obtained knowledge, and it matched my own knowledge. And it must probably match most of yours. Justine Bounce says, I've been told my great nan is with me. Does she have a message for me? I'm sensing with this lady like lace. Does she used to crochet and stuff like that? I'm getting lace around her, a lot of lace. So I think she would have been very clever with her hands. Somebody coming down my driveway. And I'm sensing like handkerchiefs, like pretty little handkerchiefs that she would have. And also a magnifying glass next to her bed. Like she would read with a magnifying glass. She found it hard to see properly. That's what I'm getting around that. Rosalind said, wish there was a phone in heaven. It's funny you say that, sweetie. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm a phone. It sounds silly, but I feel like I'm a connection, just like a telephone, to the realm. That's how I would describe it. Could you please focus camera on the tree over your right shoulder? That one. Oh my God, can you see that? Oh. Whoa. I thought that was something else. It's my jumper, isn't it? Look. But I just feel like... Can you see something there? I think that's my jumper, but that would have been so cool, wouldn't it? It would have been... I think... Because if I do that, it looks like it's all... I always try and eliminate things. Oh, it looks pretty. And that's the thing, don't you think, about perception? Everything we perceive is so different. Yes, Fiona, sweetheart, and Linda, apologies. The name of the book is called The Fairy Tale of Death. You will come up with... lots of different ones that come up on eBay. So if you go to my web on the Facebook page, if you scroll down, there's a picture of the book, and it's by, I think, Marie somebody. I should always remember her name because she's a really good author. I picked mine up for about £5. I think, how much is that US dollars? Is that about £7, £8 in US dollars? I'm not quite sure, but yeah. It was like that, wasn't it? But yeah, it was nice. There's a nice vibe, isn't there? I like being outside. Yeah, The Fairy Tale of Death. Emma Davies, sweetheart, you said, can you feel my boys around you? Are they okay? Sweetie, I sense these boys you lost through early... I'd say late miscarriage or something like that. That's what I'm sensing. So were they stillborn, sweetie? I'm sensing that these didn't pass properly. I'm sensing they're within the light, but I'm sensing like breathing difficulties as well. I do sense that they're okay now though, sweet. That's what I was sensing around that. I think it was a struggle for them to like actually pass over to begin with. But they can do that. They can sort of get stuck just slightly, but they're fine now. They're in the light now, but sometimes they do get stuck. That's when you get like residentials, I call them. Angie, Rosalind, how good day, sweetie. Hope to see you later. Hi, dear animals. Oh, I'm liking the pink hearts. I've been hugging trees if you've just come on. Sharon, with you, I sense a male in spirit with you. He's wearing a cap and he's quite tall. He smokes a pipe. Could be an ancestor, but there's quite a few around you. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting, there you go. I'm getting quite a tickly cough with this, with this person. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with anything he had. Maybe he had lung cancer or COPD or something like that. Oh my God, spot on. They were both stillborn at 29 weeks. My placenta stopped working for them. It's okay, Emma. Yes, sweetie, they're around you. Did you put a balloon somewhere? I'm sensing little tiny balloons. Or did you put some up in the air? That's the image they're giving me. You will find a feather or two. Look on the floor when you're walking around. You're going to find feathers around you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to you at 6, Fiona. Got our reading all booked up. So it's lovely. If you do want a reading, just come on to the booking form page. I'm going to be quite busy, I sense. And Shannon would like to do a personal reading. Yes, Shannon, if you go to the website, on my Facebook page it is, you can just book a slot. But I've got sense, I'm sensing that is going to be booked up, I say for the next 6 months. I stopped at my mother's estate. I felt overwhelmed with spirit. I knew someone was surrounding the home she rents. She then told me the land. I can't see the rest. Oh, Nikki, could you PM me about that, please? Oh, every day is stronger and stronger. Oh, yeah, I let balloons off for their birthdays. Thank you, honey. You have made my day. Happy tears. Oh, you're very welcome. They saw you with these balloons. Oh, who's that? It's just the farmers. Yeah, they saw you putting these balloons up in the air. It's amazing, isn't it? So they are around you, but they're playing in the garden. There's a realm in the garden. I see children playing in the garden, and they're very happy. They're very happy, and they're very happy that you come to see if they're okay as well. And they said, "Mummy, love you." So don't ever worry. You must always never worry about your children. I always see children as a gift from God or Creator. I don't know what to ever call our Creator. It is God, but like I see him in very various forms, different, because people argue about religion, and I'm like, well, it should only be one, and he's that good that he could be like so many different types, couldn't he? I don't like it when people argue and fight over religion. It's like, come on, wake up. Our God doesn't want us to fight in a war. That's not right. So, sorry. Ooh, not grey today. It was the camera. You let me know if George or Jason or Sally around me. I was getting a George last night, Sharon. He was around me, wasn't he, a George? But that was something to do with an aeroplane. Jason, is that like a cousin? Jason, a cousin? Seeing like what, uncle? Jason, cousin, uncle? George. I got a George last night coming through. Yes. Yes, Sharon, they're around. I'm getting the lady who used to like wearing lots of makeup and pink lipstick, pink blusher, pink mad, pink. I'm getting pink a hell of a lot. I think they actually even would have liked Pink Panther. She's crazy about pink and pigs as well. So that's what I was getting when you asked those questions. Lighting's changing. Ooh, see how it can change though. From there, there. That's what I think happened last night. And you, Michelle, have a lovely day. Oh, no, the lighting has gone funny. There we go. There we go. Just wait for your comments. Camera's adjusting. Tina Marie said, how do I do a reading with you? Yeah, there's a booking form on my Facebook page, and you press the link and it takes you to the booking forms, times and dates. I do have after show validation, so I was up to 1 o'clock last night. Oh, but it was lovely, and I've got 5 stars for every single one I did after the show. So that's good. But it's £25 UK. I got paid taxes on that, 5%. No, 20%, isn't it? So I don't charge for the VAT. I pay that myself. So and then there's a 49p, I think, booking fee. So it works out about $30 if you're in America or other parts of the world. James, sweetheart, your granddad's funeral today. Anything? James, what happens with the spirits when they've just passed over? They stay around. I sense this gentleman will stay around you. I don't know why my lighting's changed on my camera. It always happens. But anyway, I'm going to go with it. And, yeah, he'll be around. He passed. I sense it was degenerative. That's what I'm getting, degenerative. So it was like sort of old age, but he was like a rock, and it's going to be quite difficult for the family because he spent so many years like making everybody happy. What I sense, sweetie, is that you'll sense him more later, as after the funeral you will sense him. Please do come back to me, I'll be able to pick stuff up normally after the funeral, because they like to stay around and watch to see how many people have come. He was a popular guy. I sense this. I sense he also liked a bit of like bourbon now and again. That's what I'm getting. So there you go. Just there. Oh, no, it keeps changing. So Shannon, you're asking, is there any spirits or guides around me? Shannon, I think with you, you've got something like a red feather around you. So I don't know if that's like red, like a Indian, but I'm getting red something. I think what to do is meditate, exactly find out who he is, because he's a really, really strong spirit around you. I sense also you have a lady guide as well who guides him. She is also quite native. So yes, James, please do keep in touch. I do wish you all the best for the funeral today, but please believe that he's gone to a lovely place, out of pain, and he will be around. The soul does live on. Anyone who's got funerals, I'm sending you much love today and brightness. It's for us that cry. We cry, but remember the happy memories, and just remember that they're not in pain anymore. They're going to be lifted. Their souls have already gone, but they will hang around, so they'll watch. So yeah, I do believe that. I always believe in wearing white and black to a funeral. I always wear white and black, symbolic of the past memories and hardship and pain. And then I wear white as the new beginning. So when I go to a funeral, I've always worn black and white. Because darkness and light walk hand in hand. Because we have to have those lessons learned in order to rejuvenate ourselves. So everything that bad happens in your life, don't think, oh, I've done something wrong, I'm cursed. No, it's your lessons learned. We all have life lessons. So, and that's why I wear black and white, because I think it's really, really important. So anyway, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to be back around tonight at 8:30. I wish you all a wonderful day and prosperous future if I don't see you around again, because some people come and go. And lots of love and light, and don't forget to hug a tree. I want to see your photographs posted on to the Facebook page, and I want to see it. I want to see you rejuvenated through hugging trees. Lots of love and light for you today. See ya. Bye.